Who are you? No, really, who are you? Could you describe yourself if someone asked? In a society that favors likes over substance and hustle over self-care, most creatives don't have the time to ask themselves that simple question. Rubin, author of the book you have on your coffee table to make everyone think you're deep, The Creative Act, describes itself as, your entire life is a form of self-expression. You exist as a creative being in a creative universe, a singular work of art. Until recently, I don't think I could have answered that question. But after one graduation, 2 albums, 3 life-changing trips, and suddenly losing my mom to cancer, I've found freedom in embracing my own story and realizing that I've been blessed with this means to tell it. And if you stick with me to the end of the video, I guarantee you will better understand how to define your own artistic vision. There are 4 things I've added to my daily routine to help me refine my sonic fingerprint while not succumbing to the pressures of society and social media. And I've broken them down into 2 processes, absorbing and releasing. Rubin says, the objective is not to mimic greatness, but to calibrate our internal meter for greatness. Since I was 15, I've always wanted to be someone else. Whether it's to play guitar like Ed Sheeran, dance like Michael Jackson, or curate my own world like Tyler the Creator, I've always looked up to the greats to tell me who I can be, and I know plenty of you out there have felt or feel the exact same way. As musicians, we are the sum total of every song we sing in the shower, every beat we tap our feet to, and every lyric we just can't get out of our heads. And all of this combines to inform our own unique tastes, and in turn, influences the music that we make. It took me almost 5 years of feeling like an imposter to realize that wanting to imitate my heroes was a strength and not a weakness. Here's how I use it to my advantage. So, I like to keep myself in a space of just constant inspiration so that my mind is always in a great space where great ideas can flourish. I just want to say while I'm actually writing the script, I'm actually listening to the work of Piero Piccioni, I think that's how you say his name. He's an Italian film composer from the 70s, and his music just sparks that creative thing in my brain. It just gives me such joy. And I feel like the goal should be to surround yourself with stuff like that. Do whatever gives you that main character energy and chase that relentlessly. Anyway, now back to the video. I got the Regal Unlimited pass because films just bring out this childlike happiness in me. I walk around museums for hours just because I love seeing the beauty in every brushstroke. I'll read books like Trust and Black Ivy because I want to expand my vocabulary and gain new perspectives on the world. I even redecorated my whole apartment and changed my entire wardrobe because I wanted that interior metamorphosis that I was going through to be reflected on the outside. And your absorbing is gonna look a lot different than mine. If you want to go out for a walk in nature, go do that. If you want to take a pottery class and learn a new skill, go do that. Express yourself and indulge in your hobbies. That is your luxury. And if you haven't gotten anything else from this video, listen to me now. Come closer. Stop scrolling on TikTok. Stop following whatever trends you're seeing on the internet and what everyone else is doing, and refine your tastes in service of your craft. Learn something new every day. Take care of your body. Love your friends and family. Don't worry what everyone else is doing. They're on their own path and they're doing their own thing, but you need to find what works for you. So now you've got all this inspiration, and naturally you're gonna wanna put out there and show people what you got. The income's the greatest outlet and threat to creativity in the modern age. But let's talk about it over here. TikTokification, a term coined by the YouTuber Gabby Bell to describe the current state of the music industry given this social media giant's emergence.
TikTok has also changed how music is written. And when something works for one of your peers, now everyone starts jumping into that trend to try to make their music popular.
What this meant for me and just so many millions of other musicians was we finally had a space to curate our own platform and reach a real audience. And I did, gaining about 4,000 followers in just a couple months. Even if we couldn't network or perform in person, we still had a space to be ourselves and nurture our creativity. But after a year of amazing traction, something happened. It stopped.
I tried upgrading my audio quality, got better lighting, brought fresh ideas, but nothing worked. And there are countless other creators on TikTok who also saw their hard work go unnoticed.
And why is that, you ask? I'll tell you. But first, I'm getting kind of cold. So, let me tell you. The status quo of our industry has become to, promote the most trendy sounds or create the catchiest songs that are easily shareable. And I feel like it's just come at the extreme detriment of our creativity. Everyone's trying to chase virality rather than, truly expressing themselves or making great art that's gonna touch people. Come on. And if you're not one of those influencers posting content 24 hours a day or writing 10 songs a week, you're lazy and not dedicated enough to the grind. And if you don't neglect your mental health and all of your personal relationships, you're not focused enough. But it's all we got, this is how you blow up these days. Or is it? And I didn't want to just be another bitter artist who blames all my problems on TikTok. So I took a little time for myself, stepped away from social media, and had a little time to just live life, I also learned how to express my creativity online while also preserving my artistic integrity. And you can too. And I really should have listened to Rick Rubin when he said, it's helpful to view current events without feeling obligated to follow the direction of their flow. Let yourself move within it, but not be of it. And once you come back from your little retreat, your main goal should be to find your niche within your genre. Whether you make lo-fi hip-hop, orchestral pop, or polka trap, identifying what separates you from other artists in your genre is going to help tremendously with not only finding your own sound, but your audience is always looking for something fresh. Even if you're just starting out or looking to rebrand yourself, your audience wants something new. And identifying your niche will not only help you with playlisting, but it'll help you rank on YouTube, just general searchability, and it's easier to network with the 300 people making indie R&B versus the 10,000 people making Drake-type beats. At first, it seems like you'd want to just make whatever is gonna have the most mass appeal, but that has the most competition, That's the trade-off. I feel like you'll find that you'll be able to grow a true community there, and once you find your people, they're gonna support you with their whole heart. I know when I find a smaller artist, I wanna kinda gatekeep them. And if you wanna make people feel like that with your music, you gotta find a way to stand out, but within your own lane. Something that people can latch onto and identify solely with your brand. I think the beauty of music, and another thing that Rick Rubin has talked about a lot in his book, is every idea has been done out there, and as artists, all we do is draw upon those ideas and let it out. Try it out. The last step I took in finding my sound was reflecting. Every morning, I sit down and jot down my hopes, fears, dreams, goals, any cool lyric or video ideas I have for the day, anything to just put my ideas on paper. And doing this has helped me so much because my brain can get so cluttered with all these ideas that It's hard for me to focus on one thing and just go about my day, especially if a certain thought has taken over my brain. And I've been doing this every day for like the past couple months, and I've seen just such great improvement in my mental clarity and the ability for me to articulate my thoughts in my music and just in everyday conversation. And it's also helped me just understand myself and how I think and how I feel and work through some things. So I encourage you to try it out for yourself and let me know in the comments how journaling has worked for you. Rubin, LA's Barefoot Santa Claus, says, "The true instrument is you, and through you, the entire universe that surrounds us comes into focus." Finding your sound is a lifelong journey, and it definitely isn't easy. And these steps are only the beginning. And hopefully, maybe not today or next week, but someday, through finding yourself and going on this journey of self-discovery, your own musical style will organically be revealed. If you learn to see the beauty in the mundane everyday life, I think that authenticity will be translated through your music. Thank you.
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling better. It's a cold